Hey guys, Frank the Handyman here. In this video, I'm gonna be showing you how to build and construct a simple bar inside of an interior space. Please stay tuned and continue watching until the end because I'm gonna show you the entire process of how you can build the same thing. It's very easy and straightforward. We did it with just 2x4s and 2x6s, and I'm gonna explain all the details in a bit. If you want to learn how to do all kinds of DIY handyman projects, including home renovations, then you're in the best place here on YouTube. Consider subscribing to our channel and activate the notification bell so that way you don't miss out on any future videos that we're going to be uploading in the near future. This is the basic layout that our client provided to us. It's gonna have a little ADA table that's gonna fold on hinges right on the outside. And the structure is gonna be pretty simple and straightforward. It has a 25-inch wide counter that's gonna attach at the top. And then the support, it's gonna have 2x6s in the bottom and verticals. And then also it's gonna have 2x4s on the outer perimeter, which we're going to show you all of that throughout the process of this video. So this was provided to us by the client. It was very helpful. It lets us know the measurements and how far he wanted it from the wall and whatnot. So in essence, this is the layout. It's going to be like an L-shaped. It's going to start right there on the white pillar, connect from there, and then it's going to come out straight going towards the restaurant seating area. Now, the one that we're doing over here, this is for a restaurant, but you can do this anywhere, outdoors, indoors. What we're doing right here is measuring and marking 16 inches on center. That's where all of the vertical studs will go. And the way how we're gonna attach this 2x6 to the floor is we went ahead and drilled. We basically pre-drilled some holes through the wood, and we're gonna attach these anchors. We got these at Home Depot. They're wedge anchors, 1/2 inch by 4 1/4 inch long. These are super solid, and it's gonna secure it to the ground. In our case, we have concrete right here, so we're using a powered drill that has a, I think it's like a 1/2 inch drill bit. So we drilled those holes. Then we also drilled again through the wood, especially since those wedges, the anchors, you know, they didn't fit in the prior hole that we made, so we had to make it a little bigger. Then once you have that, you want to put it right there in the position and just basically hammer in those wedges, and as you hammer it down, it's gonna tighten up. And then all you got to do is just tighten up the nut that you see that we're doing right here. You want to tighten that up until it's nice and snug. And that's how you secure the 2x6 down into the ground. So this is, we put like quite a bit on the long one and then a few on the shorter one. And from there, we're starting to calculate and cut all of our vertical 2x6s that are gonna support the bar. And we're doing this like a typical framing. It's gonna be every 16 inches on center. That's where we're going to be placing a vertical 2x6. We have a square at the bottom, making sure that each board is nice and straight, plumb. And then we're just nailing the board at an angle to the base. And we're going to be doing this one by one, checking the level, you know, checking the height and all that, making sure that everything is as close as possible, because in the very end, we're going to be placing a countertop. Now, in this video, I wasn't able to record the countertop installation process because it hasn't come in yet. It's going to be like in a few days. So please stay tuned. I'm going to be uploading another video that will show you how we're going to attach the countertop. It's going to be like a really nice wood finish. And we're also going to stain the outer perimeter of this, so it's going to be beautiful. Once I have it all complete, I'm gonna upload the I'm gonna update the thumbnail, and I'll put in the how the end result looks so you can see. And this is a great idea, you know, like if you want to do this for your house, inside or outside, you can have an amazing bar for family gatherings, or, you know, we're doing it here for a restaurant, but you can have it there and it's going to be super solid how we're building it. Now, this is the top, the 2x6. We're checking the level and we found out it's perfect, right where we need it to be. Now, all of this height and the cuts, we're doing it strategically, and especially since the countertop, it's going to be 1.5 inches thick. So the total height of this bar, it's going to be 42 inches tall from the floor. So we basically got that 42 inches height, and from there we cut all the boards and everything to make sure we have the proper measurements. This horizontal 2x6 that you see right there at the top, we're basically laying it out the entire length, and from there, little by little, we're going to be screwing with wood screws to each of the studs. Now we're putting 2 wood screws on each stud, and that will help us to secure it to the basically creating the base on this entire project. And as we go along, we have our level, we're checking to make sure that each of the studs are nice and plumb, and that's it. So this is the structure. We have the base, we have all of the vertical studs. We even put this one right here next to the wall. There's like a depressed area there, so that helped us to continue this wall. And then from here, we're just continuing it on all the way to the end. And you can see it's just made out of typical 2x6s. You can get them at any supply store, and this has a layout, so it's gonna be turning out amazing. Definitely stay tuned in the future, because I'm gonna show you the end result in a separate video. What we're doing right here is we made like a makeshift design right there where we can just cut all of these 2x4s. That's gonna be made for the outer perimeter of the face. And so we have as well, you know, like a certain measurement. I think it's about 40 inches and a half from the ground up, because, you know, with that 1.5 inches of the counter, that's going to make the total of the 42 inches. And the counter, it's basically going to rest on top of the horizontal 2x6, and also on top of these 2x4s that are going to be on the outer perimeter. Now these ones, it's pretty easy. You just got to align it up. Once you have all your cuts, you just put it in there, check the level, make sure it's nice and straight, and then from there, you just put one next to each other, one by one, until you move down the line. And since we already cut it to the height that matches the horizontal 2x6, I mean, it all matches, you know. So you go from there, and once we get here to this corner, we gotta cut one there to make sure it fits to continue along this side. But we're just making sure that we have a nice clean angle at the corner, and we're just cleaning everything and just putting these 2x4s one after the other right up against each other. And we're securing this to the framing with just one nail at the bottom and one nail at the top, especially since, I mean, this is mostly for decorative purposes. Afterwards, we're gonna go ahead and stain all of this in a beautiful color. So this is the result after we installed most of the 2x4s. There's one little section that's needed next to the pillar, but as far as everything else, you know, we have the nail like you see right there in the bottom, attaching it there, and then also one nail at the top. And there's that section that we cut. We kind of notched out the a section at the top and at the bottom, so it fits, and it came out perfect. So, and that's flush with everything else. We're also going to make a little return wall right here. This is going to help to like balance everything and make sure it's even more reinforced. That's the only thing that's needed. But other than that, that's the whole process of how you can build and construct a bar made by only 2x4s and 2x6s. We hope you like this video. Please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. and activate the notification bell so that way you don't miss out on any future videos that we're going to be uploading. Go ahead and give us a like, send us a comment, let us know what you think about this or if you have any questions. And like I said, please stay tuned because we're going to be uploading another video where we're going to show how to install the countertop, and then I'm just going to show you the end result, how everything turned out. So there's also some products in the description that I'll leave below of all the materials that we use so you can check them out. Thanks for watching until the end. May God bless you, and we'll see you on the next project.